what's up? It's Bebe Rexha here, and we're at the Vans Warped Tour kickoff party. I'm here with Front Row Live with Rob. Let's get this started.
You're excited for this summer on the
Yeah.
Vans Warped Tour? It's a rigorous tour, I got to tell you right now.
Oh, I know, I've heard, so I'm excited about the Febreze baths and washing my teeth with water bottles and pissing with all the guys.
Yeah, that'll be a little
Not
interesting.
with them, but like a guy.
What have you heard as far as tour stories for the Warped Tour, if you have heard any of them already?
I've heard that the guys are crazy.
Okay.
There's not many girls.
But that's everywhere.
Yeah, I guess so. But I think it's like put a whole bunch of guys on a moving bus or a van,
True.
and they're already tired and like sleepy as it is,
True.
and like their hormones are like going crazy. So, yeah, I have my I've been boxing lately, so
So you're okay.
I'm getting prepared.
Just in case, so nobody mess with her.
Me.
There you go. Let's talk about Venice. You were just out at Venice. You released a video, Who Is Bebe Rexha?
Yes.
And it, like I said earlier, it kind of made me wonder a little more about you. But first of all, I want to talk about that video. How was that? How was shooting that? I mean, it must have been kind of interesting with random people.
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, we had an idea we put out I'm Gonna Show You Crazy, like my newest single, and we were like, why don't we go to Venice Beach and just start asking random people if they know the song or what they think of it. And it was super awkward because you'd walk up to people, and these people are crazy as it is, but they don't want to be talked to because they think the CIA is gonna follow them or or whatnot, or they want money to do the interview, and I had to buy shit from people, so it was cool though. I mean, like, it was Venice Beach, fucking weird people.
Definitely. That's the weirdest it gets, I believe.
Yes, like, it was weird. Like, but hey, I loved it.
And you were promoting that single, but I hear that you're about to release Blanket.
Oh no, I'm not. I just finished writing Blanket.
Oh, you finished writing Blanket. Okay.
People were like, "Where's Blanket? Sing Blanket. Is Blanket coming out?" No, I went in the studio with Fitz.
That's my favorite song, by the way.
Oh really?
Yeah, I got to tell you right
Really?
now.
Even from the snippets?
Just from the snippet.
Oh damn! I wish I was performing it tonight. There you go. I mean, I went to the studio with Fitz from Fitz and the Tantrum, and he sat by the piano, and I said I have a really cool concept that I've been wanting to write for a while, but nobody understands like what I'm trying to say. But like when you're a little kid and you have you're scared, you kind of hide under the blanket. I'm like, well, I do that as an adult now. I'm like, when my days get really shitty or it gets super tough, I just hide under the blanket and I want to sleep for like 12 hours.
Dang.
So we wrote the song, and we're actually finishing the production now, and we're just trying to see where it should be. I kind of like it stripped down, but we're trying some cool, versions with some more music and drums, and we'll see.
And you've actually been in the industry for quite some time, behind the scenes though.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, how much has that helped you in your writing process for you and you as a musician?
You know what? I think the music industry gave me something to write about, and like kind of, because like when I first started, I was like this happy-go-lucky girl, and I was like, the world is such a beautiful place, and like everything is so great, and I'm like, I'm gonna be a star, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like,
Completely different.
Completely different. Like, it's like, being behind the scenes and seeing how everything kind of works out, it kind of like, hits you over the head. So you got to get really strong, and you have to be doing this because you really love it. And if you don't love it, you will not last. You know what I mean? And what I've learned is that I have a lot more to say, and that I don't want to do this. I'm not doing this for money, because if that was the case, I would have been gone a long time ago. And I'm not doing this for the fame, because I'm doing it because I love it. So it's definitely prepared me. It's given me thick skin.
You actually wrote a big hit back in the day for two major artists, but do you still write for other artists at the moment?
Yeah. I did the Monster for Eminem and Rihanna. I have a song with Usher right now that I wrote for him. I have a song with Tinashe. I have the new Nicki Minaj and David Guetta song called Hey Mama. I have a song with him called Yesterday. I mean, I'm constantly writing, and I'm constantly working on new stuff, and I just write stuff, and I just hang out with my friends in the studio, and I just, whoever I end up in the studio with is like whoever I write with. I'm not biased towards any genre or style or whatever it is, so it's fun, and I'm always writing and collaborating, whatnot.
And with Monster, I mean, initially that was going to be for you, right? And then you decided to pitch it out to Eminem. Why did you decide to pitch it out when you already were considering to use it for yourself?
Honestly, I was actually shopping for a deal, and I'd played it for somebody really big, and they said they liked me when I did more of the alternative stuff, but they didn't believe in the song, and they didn't think it was a hit. So like at that time, I had like $200 in my bank account. I had just gotten dropped from Island Def Jam. I was in a band with P. Wentz when the Fall Out Boy was on hiatus.
I remember that. That was very exclusive. At
Yeah,
time.
so like I had no money in my account. I was broke. I was living with my parents, and they were like, oh there you go, Warped Tour, the music's on. Well, at that time, there you go. this is what it is, right? No, but at the time I had like $200 on my account, and I was like, I need to make some money, and I needed to get on. Nobody would pick up my calls, so that song opened a lot of doors for me. And it was originally a song for my album, so, but it's cool. So I wrote I'm Gonna Show You Crazy at the same time,
Yeah.
like literally the same month. So it has the same feel to it, and that's why I think people are kind of like really connecting to it. So.
And how are you now that you're writing for your debut album, and then you mentioned you're working with other people? I mean, how do you balance what's yours and what's theirs?
I don't know. Like, it has to feel right. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I'll get in the studio with some bigger producers, and they'll try to tell me what I should sound like, and they sound like really like controlling and whatnot, but I don't want to. They try to make me do hip hop music and whatnot, and you know, people are trying to constantly create you, and like it's like you want to create your own canvas as an artist. So it's like sometimes something just not the right fit. Like I won't do a rap record, you know what I mean? I won't be doing certain things.
So more dancey, more poppy, right?
No, see, like the thing is weird is like I'm not really like the stuff that I've been doing like originally with Pete Wentz and the Black Hearts. It was like alternative. Like I listened to like I grew up on Lauryn Hill and like Bob Marley and Stevie Wonder. It just so happens that I ended up on a dance song, but I am not an EDM artist. Like I write like when I write these songs, when I write with David Guetta, the song is on a guitar on a piano, and it becomes a song, and it sucks because if I am an EDM artist, then why did I write The Monster? That makes absolutely no sense.
True.
And that was my biggest.
Technically, that was your first record, right?
That was basically my first record, which was originally my song, and it's kind of crazy when people say EDM. I love it, and I definitely have electronic sounds on my album, but it's so funny how people want to throw you in because people they want to label you as something because it's easier.
True.
But that's definitely not me. I'm inspired by it, but it just so happens that's where I got like where people knew my name first on a feature. But The Monster was way before that. The Pete Wentz thing was way before that. There was so much more before that, you know. And I think that's what people will see with this album. And in general, it's like whatever people are going to connect to, whatever's going to work is like what it will be, you know.
Okay.
But that's why I'm doing the Warped Tour, and that's why I'm working on my EP, and I'm going to Scandinavia, and all this stuff is happening in my videos. Yeah, a lot of stuff lined up, and I'm going back to my roots, and I'm like, you might know me for this song or writing for all these DJs, but that's just what happened, you know. So
that's your day job. Your 9 to 5.
Yeah, and I made my money from that. Make my money, bitch. Better have my money.
Ooh, there you go. And as far as the debut album, where are you at today with the debut album?
Okay, so I'm going to Scandinavia in like a month. I'm doing a tour out there because my record is doing really well out there. So we're doing an EP right now. So we're like actually finishing it out. Like I have the whole album, but we're just releasing an EP first.
And this is for everywhere, not just there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, everywhere. My bad. It's everywhere, and we're just kind of like finishing up the I'm Gonna Show You Crazy video. We have all the artwork and the EP, and like, we're titling it now and all that good shit. So it's exciting. It's hard to like know what to put on there because I don't want to put all my best stuff on the EP.
Yeah,
because I want to like leave people wanting more. So Blanket will probably be on the album.
Okay.
I'm fighting to have it on the EP,
it.
but they won't let me put it on the
Yeah, I think the hype that you're kind of bringing to it might be better on the album.
Yeah, it's such a dope song. I don't know if I want to like give it. I think Blanket could be like I always have a feeling with these records. I have that feeling that I had with Monster. Like it's like the Sixth Sense feeling. So I don't want to like just put it out as what it is. It needs like loving, production wise. So
now, what if an opportunity like Monster happens with Blanket? Would you let go of it, or would you keep it this time?
I can't. If it was a feature with me and a rapper, like I'm going in with G-Eazy in a couple of weeks, and I'm really excited.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, he's really dope, and I've been trying to get in with him like through my publisher, my manager, his management, and I finally am getting a session with him. But like if I went in with studio with G-Eazy and he was like, yo, let me jump on this or whatever it may be, and it was something more like real like that. I don't know if he would do something like that, but I would allow that, but I would have to be featured on it,
That'll be cool. And while you're with him, he was actually on Warped Tour a couple years ago. Okay, so you could talk to him about that.
I'll get the 101s from him, He's so dope right now. Like it's so fucking dope.
It's funny because when he was on Warped Tour, nobody knew who he was, nobody wanted to talk to him, and then now it's like blew up.
Yeah, so dope.
You guys be sure to check out Bebe Rexha, and her new single's called
I'm Gonna Show You Crazy.
You gotta pick it up where?
On iTunes and listen to it on Spotify or wherever.
There you go. And this summer, you better catch her on the Vans Warped Tour.
Yeah, I bet y'all.
There you go. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe to Front Row Live ENT.